Hi, I'm Stefan Kesting from Self-Defense Tutorials, and today, the 3 most important submissions, in my opinion, of course, for self-defense. Now, there are a whole ton of wrist locks, elbow locks, shoulder locks, chokes, leg locks, heel hooks, all kinds of ways to break a person's body. Traditional Japanese jiu-jitsu is full of them. Modern Brazilian jiu-jitsu is full of them. Submission grappling MMA has a ton, but there are 3, I think, that you pretty much need to know. I think the first one that you need to know is the guillotine, because it's so common for somebody to come in and try and tackle you, right? Bum rush you. Even on the ground, if you're scrambling, they're going to end up trying to tackle you. Anytime he tackles you, if he doesn't know what he's doing, you're going to take your hand, you're going to wrap it around his neck. Now, there are a million variations of the guillotine. Arm in, arm out, elbow over, different grips. Doesn't really matter which one you learn. I think the most powerful one is the Marcellatine, so that's the one I'll show you. As he comes in for his tackle, I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to put the sharp part of my hand right on Richie's throat. So if you turn here, you see that my thumb is about at the side of his jaw. It's not super deep, although there are guillotines that you can do from there as well. And I'm going to make a fist. This hand is going to cup the fist. So that's a cup and saucer method. Here. Now to tighten this up, I'm going to take my loose elbow, the elbow that's not choking him, and throw it over his shoulder. From here, it's a super powerful leverage position, and you can really put the hurt on somebody. Even if the guy gets out, he's probably going to go, oh my God, I just about passed out there. That really hurt my neck. I don't want anything to do with you. And he's not going to try and tackle you again. So mission accomplished. Look up the guillotine. I'll put some links up there to other links about the guillotine that you can use to fine-tune that. So that's one really important technique. Another one that you and I have discussed in the same channel is the rear naked choke. So you can do this on the ground, you can do this standing. If I end up doing an arm drag and I'm behind my opponent, going to the rear naked should be my first option. Similarly, on the ground, if we're here, if I'm defending myself and he makes a mistake and I get to his back, or I snap him down and I spin to his back, even if I just have one hook in, I can choke him here, and it should be nighty-night bunny rabbit. There we go. So again, I'll post some links to both in the description below and in that little thing that comes up in the corner to additional videos that you can do, that you can watch to learn more about the rear naked choke. The final submission, if you could go on your back, please. And this might be a bit surprising to people. I think that you need to know is a heel hook. The old story, I don't think it's true, but it's useful anyway. In Russia, we developed leg lock because if you break man's arm on battlefield, he run away. You kill man on battlefield, he's dead. If you break man's leg on battlefield, you disable 3 people. I'm about done with my Russian accent. You disable 3 people because it takes 2 guys to carry him off the battlefield. Now, I don't actually think the Russians came up with their guns, threw their guns away, and went for the heel hook. But it goes to show the combative aspects of it. If I break Richie's leg, either at the knee or the ankle, he can't run. It's even difficult for him to get in a car and drive me over. I'm now much more mobile than he is. Back when I was up north in Churchill and on Hudson Bay, when the Inuit hunters hunted polar bear, the first thing they do is shoot it in the hip, because now you can run faster than the polar bear. So if I'm fighting Richie the polar bear yip, I'm going to try to break his leg first. Now I can do whatever else I want. He can't kick me, he can't run after me, he can't get in his car. So now there's a whole bunch of details on the heel hook. I'm going to be putting out some stuff on the leg lock game and the heel hook position soon, so I don't want to go into too much detail. Just know that it's very, very powerful. There are a whole bunch of variations on how you tie up the guy's leg, how you control this position. This is actually more important than what you're doing here, because what you're doing with your legs on this side prevents him from running away and entangles him. So once you have the legs tied up, now you can start going for the heel hook. Important note, if you're training with a heel hook against an opponent, against a training partner, you do catch and release. You get here, everything slows down. If we're rolling and I get here, all of a sudden everything goes into slow motion, because if he keeps on fighting like crazy, this is going to tear. If he doesn't know what he's doing, you're either going to destroy the ankle or the knee. It doesn't take very much force to destroy the lower body with a twisting leg lock, which is what this is. So the guillotine, the rear naked choke, the heel hook. If you're interested in grappling and the self-defense component of grappling, and you should be, if you're doing self-defense, you need to know some grappling and you need to know some submissions. You're not always going to be able to trachea rip or eye gouge the guy to death. Sometimes you need to put him to sleep. What if Uncle Jim attacks you at the barbecue? Better put Uncle Jim to sleep than, gouge his eyes out or even apply the heel hook. So do research on those 3 techniques. I'll post some links below, I'll post some links above, and they'll give you some additional places that you can go for more information. Take care and good luck with your training.